All right, guys, continuing on with 2006 right here, actually. I might as well get to this right now. We have Live and Unscripted, probably one of the most rare DVDs out there. I got a little story. I was looking on eBay. I love looking at lots on eBay, and there was a magazine lot, and this guy had this very just buried under magazines, and I messaged him on eBay, and I said, hey, man, you mind selling this by itself? He had no clue. Guys, that's a lesson. If you see something, message him. What's the worst that can happen? He says, no, I got this for $8. So obviously you see the value right there. We'll put that aside for now. All right, continuing with 2006, we have SummerSlam 2006, Randy Orton versus Hulk Hogan. We have Cyber Sunday 2006. I was live at this event. It was in Cincinnati, Ohio. That is where I'm from. Go Reds. We are not a very good event here. Particularly I watched it a few times just because I was there. Nothing really good to come home about. The Jeff Hardy Carlito match was okay. Other than that, it was just whatever. The DX rated RKO match was whatever too. Great American Bash 06, like I said, Great American Bashes are not very good in the WWE right now. Backlash 2006. Shawn Michaels versus Vince McMahon and God. What's with that? Judgment Day 2006. Whenever Great Khali is on the cover of a DVD, do not get it. WrestleMania 223. That's the end of my 2006. Obviously, I got some work to do there. 2007, we have WrestleMania 23. I thought this just kind of this was one of those WrestleManias that just kind of was there. I enjoyed the Undertaker-Batista match, and the Cena-Michaels match surprised some people, but not something I'd rewatch again. Vengeance Night of Champions 07. We have No Way Out 2007. SummerSlam 2007. Triple H on the cover. I have that poster behind this, actually. We have Survivor Series 2007. I really like that cover for some reason. Edge with the chainsaw there. I really enjoyed the Shawn Michaels Randy Orton match from that. That was a very good match. Okay, so 2007's I need to do a little work on right there as well. So we're moving on to 2008. We have WrestleMania 24. Ric Flair versus Shawn Michaels. Excellent match. We have Undertaker versus Edge. Excellent match. Big Show versus Floyd Money Mayweather. Pretty good match. Surprised most people. Triple threat. We got Triple H, Randy Orton, John Cena. We have SummerSlam 2008. And yes, to be honest, that is my 2008s right there. Like I said, these are my years up here, and I got some work to do in 2007, 2008. But 2009, I'm making good work here. I have Royal Rumble 2009. I have No Way Out 2009. Whenever Vladimir Kozlov is on the cover, you got to watch out. Not as bad as the cover might say. WrestleMania 25, awful event, except for the Shawn Michaels Undertaker match. One of my favorite matches of all time. One of the best matches in WrestleMania history. One of the best matches ever, actually. Judgment Day 2009. I love that cover. We have Extreme Rules 2009. Don't like that cover. I don't like Rey Mysterio. The Bash 2009. My boy Stevie Breach says he was there live. One of the best matches of 2009 was Rey Mysterio versus Chris Jericho. Great match. Mask versus IC title. I love that match. I'd put that behind the Undertaker match, and I'd put that behind the John Cena, Randy Orton, Iron Man match. So I'd sit that at number 3. SummerSlam 2009. I love this color. I love the bright colors for the SummerSlam discs. I'm kind of upset that they didn't really do that for the 2011. Didn't quite pop off as much as the 2009 and 2010, but who knows? They might get back to that this year. 2009 Hell in a Cell. Great match between DX and Legacy right there. Bragging Rights 2009. I think one of the better pay-per-view events of the year. We have John Cena, Randy Orton, and an Iron Man match. And we also have Undertaker, CM Punk, Batista, Rey Mysterio, and a Fatal 4-Way for the World Heavyweight Championship. Survivor Series 2009. We have DX taking on John Cena in a triple threat. Interesting match there. And we're finishing off the year with TLC 2009. So I am doing pretty well in 2009. I got a few to go there, but for the most part, I'm looking pretty good in 2009. And my boy, the Viper Y2J tipped me off to a great deal on WWE Shop the other day where you get the whole 2010 package for only $30 plus shipping. So I got about the whole year in 2010 for $40. So big ups to him. Royal Rumble 2010. We have Elimination Chamber 2010. WrestleMania 26, the collector's edition. I love how they do this with the slip out and all that. I think that's a great look. I wish, makes it feel special. So I like the slip cover on the ones now, but I think that's the better route to go. We have Extreme Rules 2010. Don't tape Batista's legs with duct tape. That is not a good move. Over the Limit 2010. Everybody gets injured. You need to watch out for that. Fatal 4-Way 2010. I really enjoy this concept. The event was just okay. I think the cover looks kind of cheap with that, but, and like I said, whenever Alicia Fox is on the cover of a DVD. You need to watch out. Money in the Bank 2010, one of the most consistent pay-per-views of the year. We have Money in the Bank coming up on Sunday. We had Money in the Bank 2011 was one of the best pay-per-views, I'm going to go on a limb and say, of all time. SummerSlam 2010, like I said, I love the colors on this. The cover is awful, but look at the side of that. It looks great. Night of Champions 2010, Randy Orton posing there with the title. Hell in a Cell 2010, one of the worst main events with Kane versus Undertaker in Hell in a Cell match. Terrible, terrible. Bragging Rights 2010. Love that cover right there. Love it, love it. Looks like people really care about the brand. Obviously, the extension is not happening anymore. Survivor Series 2010, another good cover right there. TLC 2010. Don't like Rey Mysterio. Let's put that back. All right, 2010, complete. Thank you, the Viper Y2J, for that. We're moving on to 2011. Royal Rumble 2011, boom. Elimination Chamber 2011, boom. Like that one. WrestleMania 27. Now, I know a lot of people didn't think this was a great event. Granted, the main event was very underwhelming. But let me point out to you, this Triple H Undertaker match was just an excellent match. Hey man, we're filming. That was my phone, ladies and gentlemen. People are tweeting me, I'm sure. Triple H Undertaker. The main event was whatever. I thought the Alberto Del Rio match to open the show was good. The Michael Cole stuff in there was awful. I mean, I really enjoyed the Undertaker match. Like I said, Orton CM Punk kind of gets just lost in there. I think that's one of the hidden gems, if you will, of 2011. Presentation on that is amazing. Extreme Rules 2011, Randy Orton taking on CM Punk in a Falls Count Anywhere match. Great right there. That was in Chicago. Over the Limit 2011, we have Capital Punishment 2011. Oh gosh, these two right here, these are just bad. I mean, the Over the Limit has Randy Orton versus Christian. Great match there, but really nothing else to see there. We have Money in the Bank 2011, and if anybody doesn't agree that this is the pay-per-view of the year, you need to stop watching wrestling. Obviously, the storyline of the year, CM Punk leaving with the championship. Great event right there. Great matches all around. SummerSlam 2011, right there. That was an okay event. It could have been a little better. Night of Champions 2011, when business is bad, put Triple H in the mix. He's the boss. Hell in a Cell 2011, John Cena on the cover there. I think that is a very good cover. We have Vengeance 2011. I loved when this happened, when they said the ring collapsed, and they said, that is something I've never seen before. Well, if you were watching wrestling ever, you'd know that that's happened before, so commentary is dumb. Survivor Series 2011, we have a poster right up here, and that is never before, never again, John Cena versus The Rock. I've seen that match. The Rock looked phenomenal. That was a good, intriguing match. I thought Miz and Truth played a good job as the heel there. For me, that anticipated the WrestleMania match very much. So that's Survivor Series 2011. Then finally, we have TLC 2011. That is a great cover. My boy CM Punk getting some praise there with his ice cream bars. Sledgehammer on a pole match, or whatever the heck you want to call it. People are just hitting me up. All right, so we completed 2011. So we have, at this point, we have 03, 04, 05, and 2011, 2010, 2009 is very close to being completed. And now we are moving on to the one I have for 2012. And the reason for that is because I am going to get the WWE Shop pay-per-view package for 2012. So I'm kind of just waiting for that to come out and being patient about that. And it's been going well so far. And that's my pay-per-views, guys, and I really enjoy. I think if I come and want to watch wrestling, I'll reach for a pay-per-view before I reach for a 3-disc set or something like that. So here's my compilations. I'm just going to start. These are in alphabetical order, so if you'll follow me along there. We have WWF Action, Trish Stratus on the cover there. You can't go wrong with that, guys. Oh, yeah. All right, and we're going to Allied Powers, the world's greatest tag teams. Not that great of a DVD, to be honest with you. As big of a tag team wrestling fan I am, I just don't think this one delivered. I'm a big DX fan as well, big Brainbusters fan. But next we have Batista, I Walk Alone. Big ups to my boy RKO in the NWO. He says he calls this set Batista, I Botch Alone. That says a lot about how he worked in the ring. This is from Danny B, owner of the site. He sent this to me as a thank you for doing my work on the site. He sent me Best of WWF 2001. It is Silver Vision, folks, but I am very appreciative for him sending this to me. I haven't got a chance to watch this because I don't have a multi-region player, but that is very nice to have. Thank you, Danny. And then we have the Best of the Intercontinental Championship. Unless you're a collector, do not get this DVD. It's about an hour of clipped matches, and none of them are too good. So, that's the start of my my compilations right there.